This is the Brown Boy Wonders podcast.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. In this YEEERRR episode, I want to talk about one man who returned to the wrestling business. And that one man is CM Punk. Right now, I don't have any guests right now, but it'll be just me for this episode. But yeah, CM Punk came back in Survivor Series War Games last night. I wanted to record it. We wanted to record this episode as soon as Survivor Series ended, but I wanted to think about it for the next day. Now I'm thinking about it. CM Punk, he came back to the WWE after 10 years. 10 years since 2014. Let me go to the let's go from the timeline here. So CM Punk left the WWE in 2014. He said, I quote, "I was sick and hurt and burned out and I walked and I can do that because I'm an independent contractor." So yeah, he left 2014. He had so many injuries, Z-Pack, Ryback, Kane. They messed him up. That's what he says. I don't know. Oh, Kane. I mean, the last appearance he was in the ring in 2014. Kane just chokeslammed him to the table, but I don't think Kane did it. But he complained to Ryback that he kind of hurt him pretty much. But after 2014, he made some appearances here and there, and he went to the UFC. And the UFC, it wasn't kind to him. He lost one bout, and there was the other match was no contest. So he didn't win any of his matches in the UFC. So that didn't work out for him. Yeah, so he made some appearances here and there. He says never say never. Then he came back to the WWE, but not as a wrestler, but as more like a backstage type of thing. Which, hence, he was in the show WWE Backstage. So there's a little tease there, like, oh, he's back, but not really. Shortly when he left that, I think COVID stopped production for that show. But then he went to AEW from 2021 to 2023. That reaction was when he came back. That was crazy. He came back after what, 8 years. Like, wow, he came back. But his tenure in the AEW was not received well. There were a lot of he had a big injury. I mean, when he was in AEW, he was injured half of the time, and then suspended because of Jack Perry, that incident. So it was not. It was when he was in AEW. It brought a lot of buzz, but I don't think it was good buzz. There's a lot of people say there's a lot of good publicity. I can't even pronounce the word. There's good publicity and then bad publicity. I think there's a lot of bad in that. So, and remember when he was in AEW, when he got suspended or when he left, he was the champ. He was the AEW World Heavyweight Champion. But yeah, so when he left, we were like, all right, this man is probably not going to be in the wrestling business at all. People, he said that he's a big troublemaker. There's a lot of bad connotations when it comes to CM Punk. He doesn't like working with younger talents, things like that. But a few months ago, we realized that Survivor Series was approaching, and it's in Chicago. Chicago. Um, there's a lot of speculation. Is like, is he coming to Survivor Series? Is he not? Is he going to go to the Royal Rumble? It'd be, there's a lot of speculation, and online, on Twitter, or on Instagram, there were a lot of like, oh, is that a CM Punk reference? Is that a CM Punk reference? Corey Graves, why is he quoting a lot of CM Punk phrases? Cora Jade, like a day ago, posted a picture of CM Punk with her. But yeah, like, so many speculation, man. It's crazy. So, I, yeah, a few months ago, like, oh, is he coming? And then weeks ago, they were like, all right, I don't think he's coming. I don't think he's coming at all. At all. That's what people were saying online. But then a day before Survivor Series, people were saying, all right, I think he's coming. So at the end of the War Games pay per view, or PLE, the camera zoomed out, and then you hear the Cult of Personality song. I can't sing it, but yeah, CM Punk returned to the WWE after close to 10 years. So this is my prediction here. My prediction here is, it's been 10 years. A lot of bad blood between the company and the man himself. Uh, I think I told my friend, when we watched it together. I told him, like, I think CM Punk is turning on a new leaf. He's a new man. I don't think he will, bitch or moan about, like, anything. Like, he's a new man. He is going to make a lot of buzz. Like, right now, the only thing on Twitter is CM Punk. CM Punk. That's all he brings is buzz, and that's what the WWE likes, you know. And of course, people don't like him back in the WWE. People are saying that he's a hypocrite. He's talk about all the bad things about WWE, and then of course he joined back. I can see that, but to all those people who are hating, I'll say this, dude. It's just wrestling. Uh, it's it can be real sometimes, but it's just wrestling. Have fun with it. I there's a reason why I love wrestling. It's because of these type of things, because anything can happen. Literally anything can happen. Um, but yeah, CM Punk is back to the WWE. Uh, I hope for good things to come. I think it'll be good. I don't know. I think it'll be good. I the angle they're gonna do here. Seth Rollins online. He said he was a cancer to the business. Of course, you know that's a work. I can, maybe he said it for real, but he's probably, wrestling plays along the lines of reality. I mean, I can't pronounce words, but yeah, I think it's gonna be great. Uh, Most likely, CM Punk versus Seth Rollins for the world title will be there. It will be at WrestleMania. Um, but yeah, hopefully everything turns out well. This is crazy. It's a great time to be a wrestling fan at this time. Uh, but yeah, that's all gotta say here. That's it for this episode. You can follow this podcast, of course, if you're listening on Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Apple Podcasts. You can listen to there, and follow me. I just make uh episodes for fun for you guys. But yeah, Well, I'll leave it to you guys. And there's one thing I gotta say is.
Bing bang!